fails, I'm gonna be so sad. This one failed. Like, this is the worst. This is the worst one.
I have nothing to do right now and I'm home alone again. I saw this video of somebody making sugar cookies in the shape of like fruits. So they would create like this fruit thingy and then they would cut it and then it would look like you would how fruits on the inside would actually look like. I have nothing to do, so we're gonna do it today. I usually have like this really professional food coloring because I used to bake a lot, but it was all empty sadly, so I had to buy really cheap food coloring that I usually really hate and I don't use it. We're gonna use these today, red, blue and yellow. I also put it in half because I cannot have 40 cookies. Like, everyone is gonna be home very late again, so I put the recipe in half. But let's make it. I'm starting without looking at the recipe, that's stupid. Let's just grab a bowl and a scale and put everything in it. I don't know. And we did groceries today, so we have another big fruit bowl with wild peaches. What was it again that we needed? I feel like the actual like dough making process is gonna be really easy, but I don't know if I needed room temperature softened. I don't know if I knew it needed. I don't know if I needed softened butter, but this is like very hard cold butter. So I'm gonna put it in a microwave, just this bowl. I don't know if this bowl is microwave resistant. I'm gonna do it anyways. I put it in for too long, so it's hot. Sugar. I put in way too much. Oh my god, I wasn't thinking. All the sugar is melted too because the butter is too hot for this. If it fails, I'm gonna be so sad. Isn't that like very pretty mixed? I think it looks pretty. Now we need an egg. There is this fly in the kitchen and it's annoying me a lot. I actually should have waited until the butter and the sugar were like the same temperature anyways as the egg, so I hope that they don't like separate. That's really disgusting. It seems like it didn't do it, so it looks pretty. I'm gonna be a pro baker. Vanilla. Oh, the recipe said don't overmix, especially the butter. So I'm not gonna overmix this. I need measuring spoons, flour. I'm putting the flour in my pan without measuring because I forgot to put the scale on. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Okay. It should be fine. I feel like if the dough is too wet, I'm just gonna add more flour. But I want to make watermelon. I want to make a kiwi. I actually wanted to make a tomato, but technically a tomato is a fruit, right? So I feel like I should be allowed to make a tomato. Let's separate it into 3. Let's first make tomatoes. There's nothing coming out of it. I need to cut the tip off. I don't know if that was what needed to be done, but it's okay. I feel like it needs to be really red, so let's put a lot. It looks disgusting. Well, it doesn't look disgusting. It looks like a weird, it looks like Play-Doh actually. This is like a good red for a tomato, right? It didn't stain my hands. Well, actually, now that I look at it, it did stain my hands a little bit. But
not that I can't wash off, I think, so I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay, so now we're gonna make green, so we need yellow and blue. And I'm gonna snip the tip off again. I need to find that yellow, a little bit of blue. Ew, it looks like a really disgusting color. Would this be an acceptable green color? I don't know. The green is perfect. We're gonna go with the next one. I have 2 dough thingies left. Maybe I should make like an orange. But I could make an orange. I have enough dough. Let's also make an orange. What was I doing? Anyways, let's just make pink. Actually, I'm not gonna use a lot because watermelon is pink, right? I always think that it looks so pretty when you're mixing like something in a dough and it gets like this murmur. I don't know if you can see it, but I think it's pretty. It has like this disgusting flesh color. Actually, it's not as red. I think actually it's the perfect watermelon color. So I'm gonna leave it like this. Let's try to make white. I think I saw a video some time ago that said if you add purple to your like buttercream thingy, it becomes more white. So we're gonna add a very little bit of red and even smaller bit of blue. Okay, I messed this up like really bad. If you can see it, it's becoming blue. Maybe I should just make a light green. I'm gonna take a little bit of my green and we're gonna mix that in. Okay, this is what I'm currently working with. We have these colors. These are for the tomato. These are for the watermelon. This is gonna be the kiwi. Kiwi? Yes, I'm gonna make a kiwi. Why did I forget that? This is gonna be the kiwi and this is gonna be the orange. It's hot in the kitchen. We're gonna make a kiwi. So we need red and yellow. A lot of yellow, actually. Okay, not terrible. It is like a brown. And I'm not gonna do anything about it anymore because I'm actually done. Look at my hands. This is the worst my hands have looked like this entire time. I once made a like gender reveal cake for my niece and I had really good food color. We're just gonna wipe the excess blue off of it. But I have really good food coloring done, so I just needed to use like a little bit and then it would be like too much already. So I needed to make a blue birthday cake. I was like, okay, I need to make it very blue, so even when it comes out of the oven it's still really blue. But I made it and my hands were covered in blue and it stained my skin so bad that I almost needed to wear gloves. It wasn't winter, so I wore this really big sweater that I could just hide my hands in, because if you would look at my hands you would have already had the reveal, like you would have known that it was a boy. But it did turn out pretty good. Like, okay, so I have every color that I want. It needs to go into the fridge for like 30 minutes. You guys actually listen when a recipe says like, oh, you need to put it into the fridge. I usually don't. But do you hear the fly? Wait, this stupid fly. Anyways, back to what we were doing. I should probably let them in the fridge because this is way too soft. I put them on this plate and it kind of looks like we're gonna be painting now. They look really pretty and they firmed up quite well because like they don't feel like slime anymore and they hold their shape quite good. So I think we can put them together. I accidentally made a lot of red for the tomato, like even more than the watermelon. Let's first try to make the kiwi. We're gonna see if this works out. We have like a small burrito something, but now we're gonna put the skin over it. The brown is really thin, but that's because there's more food coloring than actual dough in this one. We're just gonna wrap it like a baby blanket. I'm gonna put this in the fridge though because this is really soft. Okay, now next, I have not made enough green. It is a ball, but I have even less of the dark green. We're just gonna flatten this out as well and just see how far. Sorry I couldn't show you because this is what it looks like. Okay, I fixed it, sort of. It really needs to go into the fridge, so okay. 2 done of the 3. We're gonna do the tomato. I actually, like, this is gonna be the easiest one. So my idea was to make like little tiny balls and just put a stem, like a green stem on top of it. So I have, oh, these look like cherry tomatoes. Kind of struggling right now, but I won't be able to cover everything. The colors are way better. Orange is gonna look bad. That's okay. This is what it looks like right now, and now I'm gonna put it in the fridge. Okay, so we have the melted tomatoes, the kiwi, the watermelon, and the orange, and we're gonna put them in the fridge now because they are not browned anymore. But okay, it's been, I think, around 40 minutes since we put it in the fridge. So I'm really curious if we can like cut it and put it in the oven. I'm gonna do it regardless if they're done or not. We're gonna put the oven on and then we're gonna cut the dough. We also need some baking paper on this. The tomatoes are absolutely frozen and I don't know if I'm gonna get them off of the plate, but these are pretty firm, so I think we can cut into them. Oh, that worked pretty well. Let's start off with the kiwi. It looks so bad. Let's try to reshape it. Maybe I should like, not bad looking, but not good either. I kind of want to make a triangle from this. It doesn't look too bad actually. It looks kind of good. Now we have little triangles. This one filled, like, this is the worst. This is the worst one. I'm just gonna leave it like this. I am afraid what this texture is gonna be like because the recipe said don't overmix. I think I did. Like, I overmixed badly. Okay, let me show you what they look like before we're gonna put them in the oven. This is what they look like. Anyways, let's put them into the oven. In the meantime, we can actually melt the chocolate. I'm gonna use dark chocolate because it's like the most dark one. The chocolate melted pretty good. Like, it's almost completely melted. Actually, I lied, it's completely melted. They're good! Dun, dun. Oh, wait. Dun, dun. We're gonna take them out. Not bad. Hot. I'm done plating, but now we can put the seeds on it with the dark chocolate. Look like this. Oh, that's pretty cute actually. The kiwi seeds now. Doesn't look too bad. We're done. Let's clean this really quick. It actually looks really pretty. We should try one because I've actually been wanting to try one since we're making them. Let's try. I think this is the prettiest one. They are approved. Anyways, thank you for coming along and doing an activity with me when I was home alone. And since my parents just came into the house, I'm gonna give them a cookie if they want one, since they just went to a birthday party, so I don't know if they're hungry. And yeah,